Hello, I'm Gene Wagstaff, the founder of Word of God Christian Counseling in Greenville, South Carolina. I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about OCD, which is known as Obsessive Compulsive Disorder. OCD is an anxiety disorder characterized by intrusive thoughts that produce uneasiness, apprehension, fear, or worry in the mind. An individual with OCD may find themselves repeating one or more specific behaviors over and over and over that they can't seem to stop, such as repeated hand washing, opening and closing of the door over and over, the turning on and off of the light switch a dozen times, maybe 100 times, counting the cracks on a sidewalk, checking to see if a door is locked before going to bed, knowing that you just checked it 10 minutes earlier, but you keep rechecking it and checking it and checking it. You find it's hard to go to sleep. You have to get up out of bed over and over and over to check that door to make sure that it's locked. You may find yourself going to the stove to make sure the burner or the oven is off before you leave to go to work. And just before you go out the door, the thought comes to your mind, is it really off? Did I really check it? And you go back and check it again for the 10th or the 11th time. You may find yourself counting or adding numbers in your head. Hoarding is common. Checking things over and over, being preoccupied with sexual or violent or religious thoughts are common with OCD. We at Word of God Christian Counseling have found that generally individuals who have OCD have suffered from some type of trauma in the past. This trauma is normally in the childhood, and the person may or may not have a memory of the trauma, as the trauma was suppressed or depressed deep into the subconscious to avoid the painful memory of the event. This memory is not meant to be depressed, and it's kind of like acid and it was put into a drum. After years and years and years, the acid begins to leak through. And that's what's happening with this memory. It's like acid in a memory, and it begins to leak through. And when it begins to leak through and this person begins to have pictures or dreams or memories of what happened, they don't want to remember it. It was too painful. They don't know what to do with the pain in that memory. So what the person does is they do these OCD behaviors to distract the mind from what's leaking through. They don't want to remember it. The trauma is just too much for them to deal with. So they distract their mind by doing the repeated behaviors that we call OCD. We have Word of God Christian Counseling have had much success in providing a safe environment to deal with and resolve the childhood trauma that's causing the OCD. Once the trauma has been resolved, there's no purpose of doing the OCD behaviors. If you have OCD or know someone who has it, please give us a call and give us the opportunity to help you. Thank you very much.